Hi, everybody. This is Tom with Culture Chap. Well, today I woke up to a message from a friend of mine in Ireland who said, "Our set looks awful. I don't know what to do. Can you please help me? Are you around the UK? Can you please come to Belfast?" So I said, "No, I'm in the United States on the West Coast and I can't come to Belfast," which is terrible because it's about to be Halloween and the Irish do Halloween really, really well. Amazingly well. Anyway, so I said, "What's the problem?" And it's too much to go into the play and what's happening, but it's sort of a modern set, and they're calling it minimalism. And it's sort of the period of time where Art Deco met Art Nouveau. It's a great period of sort of a combination of both. And when I looked at his set, it's very beautiful, but it is cold. It's too much tubular steel and gray and lavender and black and some other things. So I said, well, it just lacks life. I said, isn't this a comedy? They said yes. And isn't the lead woman pretentious? And they said yes. I said, well, what are you doing? They said, well, this is what I asked for, but it doesn't look, it's missing something. Well, it's missing artwork. Well, she's a minimalist. Minimalism means a lot of things. It means what that character wants and what they have decided is minimalism. If the character is comedic and this is their home and they're trying to impress, minimalism can be crazy, wackadoo, a lot of stuff. Now, not a lot of little things everywhere, but the things that they have, that is their artwork, that is the things they collect, the things they want to show off to be pretentious, can be very interesting. So we talked about art, and that'll be another video. But today I said, this person is very lively, and you need to give her some flowers and some plants. So what kind of plants? We discussed that. And I said, it's more about the flowers and the flower arrangements. Now the picture I'm showing you is of a person, Aunt March, who's very rich in Little Women, and she has an urn full of flowers, and she's going by that era's standard of what wealthy is. Now, in reality, that's a plastic urn that was aged up. You can't see very much of it. And the base of the flowers are all from the dollar store. That's like Poundland to you people in the UK. They're all cheap, 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 and the expensive flowers are on top. That's all you need. You can make it for cheap. No one's going to come up and go, this urn is plastic. Those flowers underneath are cheap. It's just the whole look of the thing. We needed volume and we needed the expensive stuff on top. Well, they're not going to do that for this play because they are modernists. They're trying really hard to be modernists. So I suggested Ikebana. Ikebana is centuries old. It's Japanese design. And the flowers they have access to in their stock are enough. And even if they aren't the right kind of flowers, they have neighboring theaters, two of them, that have stuff as well. Now, it's Ireland. They don't keep a lot of stuff. They don't keep a lot of props. They don't keep a lot of sets. In fact, they keep no sets. They recycle everything. So you have to make the most of what you have. So he said, oh, Ikebana, that's beautiful. Do you know much about this? And I said, do I? It's what every San Franciscan mom who had an artsy, yappy child did, was stick them into classes, art classes, craft classes on the weekends. So yes, I've taken Ikebana classes as a kid, so I'm not that good. I recommend that this theater and your theater, if you want to do this, can hire a local professional to help you. Now, you need to explain to them this is stage. I know that most Ikebana things, like these pictures we're showing, are going to be things that sit on consoles like the one behind me and don't get disturbed. But it's stage. The stage has give, there's action, there's running around, there's you never know. They need to be wired down and, the flowers, the branches, not be able to move. Especially in the case I'm talking about for this play in Belfast, because it needs to be a beautiful Ikebana arrangement, but pretentious. The kind that have those big long branches that go out too far, and the lily is resting in the crook of the branches, that kind of thing. They're elegant, but you can make them a little way out to help redefine this weirdo character who is pretentious. So you need the professional to come in with your prop person, who I bet is not an expert on flower arranging, and say, here's what the parameters are. We need to wire these down, all of the things in the flower arrangement because of the action. How do I do this? while still retaining the ideals of Ikebana. So they can help you. The wire can go here around this, and to cover that, we can put a tulip leaf, which is long and slender, has a lot of coverage, over the base stem of the flower to do that. Well, it's a Gerber daisy. It doesn't matter. That's what they would do. They would get a long tulip leaf to cover that. Combinations that you wouldn't expect, surprises that you wouldn't expect, cuttings, angles you wouldn't expect. And the weirder you get with this, the more this is going to work for this set, which I hope in time I can show you pictures of. But right now they're all in a flurry and they're too embarrassed. So my message is there's always inexpensive ways to make your set and your show more exciting and really give people their money's worth and you satisfaction that you did your best for your craft, for your art. You could always do things for cheap. Look at these designs. These are just the best flowers put in the best possible format. It looks amazing. Elegant or pretentious or both. Okay? And this is something that is globally appreciated. Just because they're doing this in Ireland doesn't mean that this pretentious person would not pick up Japanese design at this time. Okay. Oh, by the way, the era of the show is 1919. So, yeah. They're on the cutting edge of minimalism. Minimalism. Minimalism can be maximalism. All right, that's enough for today. Come back for more, like and subscribe. Next time we'll be talking about hiring professional painters. Yeah, that'll be a good one. Okay, thanks.